Trending is right here on the top. As you can see, those are the stocks that most people made the most comments on during the day, which means they're probably moving up or down. And usually, look at this, RNA right there. Usually you can catch some day trades pretty good with this. Because in the morning, if you see something like that going up 61, whooping 61% in a day, that doesn't mean it's going to stop today. That might keep going up for, 2 more days. You keep on looking, let's see what else we have here. Some of them are not even moving that much up, but here's another one right there. But usually it's after the move is already done, which means you already missed out on most of the move. It's actually good way if you want to risk day trading or try to swing this for a few points. A lot of times I don't find it worth that much because when it goes up this much, usually goes down just as much afterwards. You never know when the move up is just gonna stop. So it's pretty much very risky way of looking at it. Another thing you want to do is to look at the heat map. Press on heat map right here. As you can see, today is a very bullish day. Almost everything is in green, and you can see in every sector it tells you what's green, what's not. And this is all about StockTwits. It's about what people on social media tell you about every stock. That's people who put messages every day. People put messages on stocks on this message board, and whatever gets the most messages gets the most green here. As you can see, let's see the tech as usual. Apple gets a huge amount of every day. People talk about Apple all the time. BlackBerry, Facebook, it's basically whatever people talk about makes it green and red. It's about the stock itself. Let's put it this way. If a stock going down, the heat map is going to be red. If the stock is going up, the heat map is going to be green. And the number of people who are posting messages will make each bubble bigger or smaller, each square I mean. As you can see, this is all the stocks in StockTwits that people talk about. Let's get back to Apple. Let's press on Apple. And you can see why this stock gets the most people talking about. There's 31,000 people who have found this stock. And there's messages here almost every single day, every single second. Somebody writes about something. Another thing you want to know about is the charts. Press on charts. People predict which way this is going, up or down. And usually people don't, they always predict something, but it always never listens to them, that's for sure. If you keep on listening to people on this site, you'll probably lose money. That's true because I lost money too. It's a lot of day traders on those sites. It's not for long-term investment. That's very important for you to know. Second of all, there's the links right there. Some people put your links to some articles about Apple. Everybody's trying to guess where Apple is going next and everything. Let me show you another one. Go back to the heat map right here. This is for people if you want to do day trading mostly, but there is some long-term ideas here too. As you can see, if you want to go find out which one almost nobody talks about, you go all the way down to the heat map again. Let me show you. To the one that has the least follows, utilities. Nobody wants to talk about utilities. They're boring. The one that has the least amount of people talking about here is this is the bottom of the bottom. And I'll show you why. Look, 18 follows. That's why this thing is not moving. That's the reason. There's no other reason for it. This is all about social media. There is nothing else going on here except that. Let me show you another thing that's interesting. This was the heat map. You can press on stocks, which is different. This is what a lot of people are talking about every day. People talk about certain percent of it are talking about, and that's the volume on StockTwits. You can do it in a 90 day. You can find out by 1 day. And a lot of times if you want to find out which are the most hottest, most popular stocks, this is the way to go. And if you want to buy the hottest, most popular stocks that are today, 1 day, you can see Tesla is one of those, of course. Netflix right there. And buying those stocks does not mean you're going to make all this money because a lot of times those stocks are already at the top of their game. On the other hand, here's the following ones, the ones that fell to almost all-time low. You can go on the 90 days. Those are the stocks that nobody wants to touch, let's put it this way, and sometimes they are good bets if you're a contrarian, just like me, but there's a lot of risk in this, and you have to make your research before you touch any of those things. You might lose a lot of money. Let's go to people, and one way to find out which are the most popular people. It doesn't mean they are the best people out there, but they're most popular. In basic material, as you can see, I'm number 6. There's also consumer goods here, and you can tell who are the most popular people in every single sector. There's a service, industrial goods, healthcare, technology, finance, utilities, conglomerates, and you pick whatever you like. Let's say you like technology. Let's see, and he is the one on top right there. Let's see what he's talking about. He's been here since 2013. He says he's professional. Anybody can say they're professional. Don't even fall for this. But as you can see, that's the amount of followers he got. Anyway, let me show you some of the people I follow. And I think some of those people, as you can see, I don't follow that many people. Some of them are not really interesting. I just want to see what they're talking about. But one of the most interesting people right there would be Market Owl. Now, I think this guy is pretty smart. He has his own blog right there. You press on his blog. And if you want to find out every day what the market is doing, he pretty much sums it all, and he talks about the blog. And I would say you should read his blog. It's pretty good. It's pretty smart. The guy doesn't have many followers, but his blog is pretty interesting. And if you want to find out about the way the market is going, you can read all about his blog. And he's been pretty accurate. I've been watching him for a few months to almost a year now, and he's very interesting. Another one I would say, if you want to follow, I'll keep going down my list right there. And we got Dan Zenjo. He is very smart. I would say he is one of the top people you should follow. He does have a subscriber service, which is very expensive, but probably will make you a lot of money because the guy knows what he is talking about. But at the same time, it's expensive service, and he doesn't give you that many free tips right there. As Joseph Bones, he's very good. He has an option book, how to make money with options. He's very good with options. If you want to find out everything about options, here's the guy you should talk to right there. Okay, Chess and Wine, he got a subscription service. He has a lot of videos that are for free. I would just go and read his blogs and just read the free videos. He's a swing trader, I would say. There was a short-term trader. He's not a long-term investor, but his stuff is pretty interesting. You should check it out. And when you press on him, you can see market chess right there. And sometimes he cut the videos. There's no videos right now, but once in a while he will post them up there. And here it is. I think there's a video right there. There's a new post right there. No video, just something he's talking about. Okay. Oh, there was a video right there. I just missed it. Let's go back. Here's his video. And he has a video of very fancy looking charts. They're pretty long, like 20 minutes long. He tells you about the state of the market and everything. This is usually after the fact. He releases those a few days after. So if you subscribe to his service, you get his videos all the time. If you don't subscribe to his service, you'll pretty much get the news, which is a few days old, which in market terms, that's old. You know, everything that already happened is already old. Okay, let me show you another person you should probably follow. Jay Bowman. This guy is a genius, living legend, I would say. And this guy, as you can see, 43,000 followers. Now, if you want to subscribe, this is one person I would say you can just listen to whatever he says and make money. That's for sure, because the guy is a living legend, I would say. He's a market technician. He puts everything out there, all his trades, all his charts, and it's all free. You don't have to pay for anything. And he tells you when he gets in, why he gets in, and when he gets out. There's his blogs, his archives, everything is right there written down. He posts his trades and everything. And this guy is the best thing about him. He is free, so you don't have to pay anything for him, and you'll probably make a lot of money just doing his trades. But let's put it this way: he's a trend follower, which means he goes into stocks when they go about 50-day for a certain amount of time, and he stays with them until they lose the 50-day moving average, something like that. And you can make a lot of money with him, but at the same time, you have to read exactly what he says so you can master his method. And if you master his method, you'll be winning pretty much good money, because he tells you when to do everything. He pretty much does everything for you. And he's definitely somebody you should subscribe to. Let's continue. Mark Minavli, it's hard to say his name. Anyway, he got the book, which is How to Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. That book is amazing. If you want to read a book and find out everything you need to know about stocks, this is the man, and this is the book you should read. He got a lot of followers. He sometimes posts interesting stuff that you should be reading about. But let's put it this way, his stuff is not free. The best of his stuff you have to subscribe to, cost you money. And he's probably one of the most expensive guys if you want to buy his service, but I'm sure it's worth it. But at the same time, his service is one of the most expensive ones on this site. But I never tried it, so I have nothing to say about it. But his book is excellent. You can just read the book. The book is worth it, definitely. See what else we got here. Howard Rinzel, you should subscribe to him. He is the one who created this site. He got 90,000 followers, soon to have 100,000. Yeah, and definitely if you want to stay on this site, don't ever say anything stupid to him. He'll kick you out right away. But he's the founder of this site, so you can ask him anything. He talks to you. Not much. What else? I have some other people I follow, but those are pretty much the only people you should be following. Fit Stocks right there. Fitz, he pretty much has another subscription service. I tried it once. He buys a bunch of stocks, tells you which way they're going. Just like any other subscription service, most of those people make their money off the subscriptions. They don't make money. I mean, you can lose money on those. Those guys don't really care. They just tell you all the rules and everything. But with subscription service, it's all about them getting more members. And I don't really suggest for you to try those things, because most of the time you're not going to win much money. Because if you get, let's say for example, they show you get into 20 different stocks, and then one or two of those are going to be winners, and they just tell you which ones are the winners. But like I said, some people try the subscription service and they make a lot of money. It's all up to you to try them out. Maybe his style is not your style. Some people's style is just different than others. Here's another guy who's pretty interesting. I would say some of the free stuff is actually worth more than the subscribe stuff. That's what I found. I'm trying to get into this guy's site right here. Now, I'm not sure if he still gives out the free stuff, but he used to. He has the watch list, and I think he's no longer free. Okay, let's see, top 10 list right there. Yep. Okay, this guy's done with. no longer free, but this guy used to have very interesting things about the market, and I would say he was to be. He found me. I found some pretty good stocks of him, but he's no longer free, so you have to pay for his service, which not everybody wants to pay.